me for being here. So today we want to share a little about probiotics, but you are the expert in fermented foods. So tell us a little bit about fermented foods and why they are so important for people to just start incorporating into their daily food habits, really.
Yeah. So fermented foods are a source of probiotics. And probiotics, what that means is they are for life. They support life. What a lot of people don't realize is that in our digestive tract, actually living inside of us, are billions of bacteria that are benefiting us. And some of the ways that they benefit us is that they crowd out the bacteria that isn't good for us. They also crowd out yeast. Some people you may have heard of, they have a candida overgrowth. That's a type of yeast that can cause a lot of stress in the body. And healthy probiotics, like the kind that you could get from a probiotic supplement or from a fermented food, these probiotics colonize inside of our gut, live there, and help to keep us healthy.
Yes. So they really just flourish. We want them. They're bacteria, but not all bacteria is bad. So what is the best form? So you mentioned fermented food. Is that the best form of probiotics that people should be focusing on?
Well, I think for a person who considers themselves generally healthy, that is the best form, and it's something that should be a part of the diet every single day. Fermented foods, like a name for one, is sauerkraut. Most of us know what that is. Mm-hmm. Some of us have fond memories of that. Mm-hmm. Some of us don't have fond memories of that. There's other foods that you could eat that are fermented, but you want to check out to be sure they contain probiotics. Can I just hold up to the screen a couple of products that somebody can find in the grocery store? Now, you can make these things at home too, but I highly recommend starting with what's available in the grocery store. And so this is just from my local store.
Yep, raw sauerkraut. Love it.
Raw sauerkraut, and I buy it in the refrigerated section. And I live in Minnesota, but this one is available to me. Mm-hmm. And what you're looking for on the label says raw, because, there's canned sauerkraut too. Well, canned sauerkraut has been made by the same process as this, but what they do then is they put it in the can and they heat up the can so that it's canned. Yeah. And that kills the probiotic quality of sauerkraut. The other thing that you might see in the refrigerated section is a sauerkraut that seems raw, and it may even be raw, but on the label it will have a couple of ingredients like propionate. It is a preservative. That is also not going to be good because it's weakening the probiotics in that system. So you want, and in fact, sauerkraut in the refrigerated section does not require any preservatives, because what this product has in it is salt that they add as part of the process of making it. And then as the bacteria grow and start to give the sour flavor and changing the flavor of the cabbage that they start with, lactic acid is released by these bacteria. So lactobacillus is the species that's growing there. There's many different species of lactobacillus, like the genus, if you want to get really technical. So they're alive, thriving in here, and producing lactic acid. And so when this grows, the product is very safe to eat. There's not a chance of this being harmful in any way, because the lactic acid is protecting it from bacteria that are called pathogens. Those are the bacteria that can cause problems for us.
So we don't need preservatives in our sauerkraut. It has its own. It's built in. It's built in. Okay.
Yeah, it's a combination of the salt and the lactic acid.
Awesome. Okay.
So you can feel really safe eating this kind of a product.
So if somebody wants to use sauerkraut,
place to start is 1 to 2 forkfuls. Literally, open the package and take a fork and take out 2 forkfuls and put it on your plate with whatever else you're eating. So it's like a condiment. You can Put it on your bratwurst in that amount. You could put it on a salad. You could just have it on the plate next to whatever else you're having. What I do too is I'll just take those 2 forkfuls right from the container, because this is my container at home, and I'll eat that while I'm preparing dinner. And so what that also helps to do is begin the process of turning my digestion on.
I love it, yes.
And so if you're ever a person that's like, gosh, I know I need to eat, but I'm just not hungry right now, but my digestion isn't moving enough, this will also help to get that going. So try that for 30 days. Make a commitment for 30 days and see what you notice. Do you notice a difference in your skin? Do you notice a difference in your mental health? Do you notice a difference in your digestion? What do you notice a difference in? And then you'll begin to clear some things, and you'll notice, maybe I need to eat more, maybe I need to eat less. But I would just commit to that 1 to 2 forkfuls daily.
Paying attention to what you notice. I love that.
Pay attention to what you notice. So, Fran, though, I also want to say that, we've talked a lot today about how healthy sauerkraut is for you. I think actually the number one reason to eat it is because it tastes good.
Yes.
So if you're thinking, oh, I remember this sauerkraut, some kind of something horrible from my childhood, please give sauerkraut another try.
Yeah.
Give it another chance.
Okay. That is amazing. Thank you, Amy. So just sauerkraut to get your probiotics, fermented food.
Do it.
That's awesome. Thank you for your time today, Amy. Love it.
You're welcome.